So I've decided to record my nursing school, nursing career journey. I hope I get to inspire and encourage anyone out there that is afraid to start or afraid to do, to go to school or study. And I just want to let you guys know that it is possible. I graduated in 2013. I am 25 years old and I just decided to continue my studies. We'll get into that after I let you guys know first about what I am doing. So I have decided to do the LPN, licensed practical nursing, and then bridge over to RN. So my program is 12 months. I did select a university here in Orlando. I just want to let you guys know there's not much of a selection here in Orlando for what I wanted to do for the LPN program, and it is 12 months that I do have to go to school for to get my diploma. From there, I take the NCLEX, get licensed to become a licensed practical nurse, and I can then from there start working. And as I'm working, I will continue my studies as an RN. So my program, it cost $19,600, so it is a little bit pricey compared to like all the other research I've done with different schools. Sorry, this is loud. Different schools that I have been comparing it with, but honestly, there wasn't much here. The schools that were, cheaper than this one, they were usually like on academic probation, which is something that you should always do your research on. I always recommend, if you are looking for a good nursing school, do your research, make sure it's not on probation, make sure it is accredited. Also, I like to read reviews, but it's hard because like my school, I'm not gonna lie, it does have it has good and bad reviews, but I always feel like I feel like more people are gonna put out bad reviews than good reviews. Unfortunately, that's how I see it. So I kind of just, I did research on this school, and I don't know, it felt right to me. Like I felt like, you know what, like this is the school for me. And like I said, Orlando, there's not much of there's not a lot of different options, like in regards to the licensed practical nurse program. So a little background on me. I graduated high school in 2013, and unfortunately, something that not unfortunately, because it's a good thing, but sadly, due to everything that's been going on with the pandemic and the COVID-19, that is actually what pushed me to continue my studies. So back in April, I did get furloughed from my job, and I do work in the hospitality tourism industry, so we got affected really bad. Till this day, luckily I got called back in May, so I was a month off, but still to this day not everyone is back. So it kind of made me realize like, hey, what am I doing? I'm just wasting time. 25 years old, and I hopefully this doesn't happen again, but let's say in 10 years it was to happen, I'll be 35, and if I'm still working there, what if I lose my job again? That kind of scared me, not having that job security. And I'm not saying like, any career with a diploma or a bachelor's is going to be, secure your job, but I just kind of see it that way just because it is hospitality. So I decided, my best friend Stephanie, she actually graduates from her nursing school this month, and she actually helped me a lot. Like she's the one that kind of gave me that push as well. She's like, do it. She's like, you have nothing to lose. And luckily I have been blessed where I am able to quit my full-time job. My boyfriend is going to help me, and my mom said that if I do need any help, she will support me. She wants me to study. She's been nagging me since I graduated, since I moved out. So I did go straight to college. Once I graduated high school, I did go to Valencia, and I've always wanted to do the nursing, I've always wanted to do the nursing career. That was something I've always decided to do. But of course, 18-year-old Danny, she decided to go into the party life, something I completely regret, but mistakes are lessons learned, and I did learn my lesson. I ended up losing my financial aid. I moved out at 19, you know, you're young. I had to work full time to pretty much support myself. My mom wasn't gonna help me. She's like, this is what you decided to do. You think you're grown up? Go ahead. So I was working full time, paying all my bills, and I just kind of put school on the side. A lot of my friends are already graduated. Mind you, you should never compare yourself to anyone else. We all have different lives, different walks of life. You know, some people do have the opportunity to get that support from the beginning. I did get the support, I'm not gonna lie, but I decided to be a rebel and party and be Miss Independent. I'm not saying I regret what I'm doing till this day. Luckily, I've been, you know, I calmed down a bit. So, but yeah, I just want to, hopefully, I want to inspire people. I am starting school July 6th. I am extremely nervous. I've heard nursing school is super stressful. My friend tells me it all the time, but honestly, it is going to be worth it at the end of the day. I still don't know what I want to do, what field. I mean, most people.
What I meant here is that you don't need to decide what field you want to go into from the beginning of your nursing school.
You want to work in, but some things I did do. Luckily, my best friend, since she is in school, she goes to Galen in Tampa. It's a really good school. They have really good reviews. She lets me access like her assessment test, like assessments, like practice tests. So I've been practicing, kind of trying to get ahead of the game to not be lost. Cause I mean, I honestly don't know anything. Like I don't. It's been 5 years. Well, it's been 7 years since I graduated. So it's probably been like 6 years or 5 years since I technically quit college, stopped going to school. But yeah, I've been practicing. Some things I did, I like to watch a lot of YouTube videos of like, you know, people that are in nursing school or RNs already. And I decided, they were mentioning about, there's like these really good study cards that you can purchase, and I ended up getting these on Amazon. It's called Tribe RN. I don't know if this is something advanced for for my LPN program, but they have a lot of really good things I don't know anything about once again, but I feel like this will help me in the future. It literally had really good reviews, so I recommend getting like study cards. Of course, I probably would wait until you look at the courses you're taking and what would work best for you. But I read these are really good for RNs, and I don't know, they have, for example, like yellow is for labs, red is for cardiology, brown, blue is for pharmacy, pink is for peds, green is for respiratory. So they have like a lot of things, and it's just like very, I don't know, it's really like advanced at this moment. I'm pretty sure this will come in handy for me throughout my journey. Another thing I did, this is just me, like it's something that helps me, it prepares me mentally. I made a promise to myself that I was going to, you know, graduate. I was going to continue my studies, become an RN, and I bought myself this promise ring. It's a stethoscope, and I made myself a promise that I am going to graduate. So this kind of like motivates me. I don't know, I'm not materialistic, but just things like this really do help me mentally. I always look at it and I always say, you know, and I tell people like, hey, I'm starting nursing school, I'm gonna become a nurse. So that kind of like helps me too, mentally, just to like get myself motivated. And I hope that I can motivate anyone here to do what you guys want to do. It is very scary. There is this Facebook, there's a huge community for like nurses and nursing students. I follow one that it's nurses helping nursing students, and these are the most inspiring stories I've ever read. I see 35-year-old woman with 3 kids, working a full-time job, graduating as an RN. Like, you know, there's people that are 50. I'm not, you know, you can be any age and start. It's never too late. A 56-year-old graduated as an LPN, and it's just these crazy stories that I read, and they're just inspire me, and they motivate me so much that I'm just like, if they can do it, Like, these are some badass people. Like, excuse my French, but these are some badass people that if they can do it, I know I can do it, and I want to be like them. So I hope this helps, and I will continue to post my videos here in my journey and, you know, classes I take. But for this school, I did apply for it. My tuition was, well, I'm sorry, the full payment was $19,600 and some change. I got approved $14,000 for unsubsidized and subsidized loans through financial aid. Unfortunately, I did not get any grants. So if you do have grants, I recommend it. Get on it, accept it, because when I was in Valencia, oh, silly me, I didn't know what a Pell Grant was. No one ever told me. So I always thought that this was like a loan. I thought it was a student loan, and I never accepted the grant. And all these years, it was literally almost like $5,000. Like, I think it was like per like every time I had to apply for financial aid, I was getting like $5,000 of Pell Grant, and it'll tell you like accept, and I would not accept it because I thought it was a student loan. So you know, if you get Pell Grants, good for you. Definitely take advantage of that. Unsubsidized, subsidized loans, you would have to look into that, but that's what I got approved for. And then the rest, I do have to either pay out of pocket or get a private student loan. So yeah, this is my journey. I will start July 6th, and I'm very nervous. I don't know what to expect, but I guess only time will tell. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm here once again to help and to motivate, and I hope by me posting these videos, you know, it motivates me too. And I like to, you know, if you are RN or if you are in nursing school, please let me know all your tips and, you know, like study tips and what you do and how you manage to get through it. Did you guys quit your full-time job? Are you guys working full-time? Like, I want to know everything. I want to know the good and the bad. So thank you guys so much for watching.